Hey everyone, Michael Phoenix here. I apologize if I'm not looking directly at you, but thanks to picking up a little new toy, shall we say, tripod for the phone finally, actually able to do multitasking, get work done, and knock out some articles in the process. And yes, by the way, I still don't like being in front of the camera, but if I'm not looking at it, I don't notice. Anyway, just a quick review and much gratitude to Express Care over at Muhlenberg Hospital on Shanersville Road. Back in January, to give you a quick rundown, back in January, with the weather and everything, my feet were started to itch, something I'm very embarrassed of. I was actually to do this article on, and things kept getting progressively worse over the past roughly about, I'd say 8 to 9 weeks. When I say it got progressively worse, I'm talking about it actually got to the point where my ankles started swelling up, which I'm the type of person where, okay, if there's any way possible that I can avoid going to a doctor, I will push my body to the limits and then some. I did it last year with cellulitis infection, 1.9 out of a 2.0, which is definitely not good before I went. So I kept pushing it, blowing it off, but over the past about 4 days ago, things started really kicking up with the ankles started swelling up, and Saturday night it was to the point where I could barely get my sneakers on. And it's like, all right, Monday I'm like, all right, time to bite the bullet and get this checked out. Well, like I said, I just don't like going to doctors, hospitals, emergency rooms, etc. for several reasons. And it was just one of those where, okay, fine, Monday I put it off. I'll go Tuesday. Well, that didn't exactly work out. I'll go, I'll go Wednesday. Well, Wednesday finally hit, and it was the Express Care is open until 8 o'clock. Well, so I got some things a lot done, some things accomplished and off my list. It was like 5:30 somewhere in there. I'm like, yeah, I'll put it off for another day. What's the big deal? And I started getting a little bit of pain in the ankles, especially my right ankle. It's like, you know what? Can't do it. Gotta push really gotta push the limits. Really gotta go. So, making this as brief as humanly possible, I walked in, got checked in. Thankfully, the wait time, I kept an eye on the wait time there. And you can do that on Muhlenberg's site. If you go under Express Care, they give you the approximate wait times for all the Express Cares in the Lehigh Valley and Pocono area. So I walked in, checked in within, I'd say, under 3 minutes. They came out, we're ready for you. Okay, went in the back, nurse, told the nurse what was going on, Honestly, you would not believe the level of embarrassment. If it had been for the flu, a lot of other things wouldn't have cared. But, it's like, okay, my feet are swollen up, they're red, they're itching, dry skin, etc. This is seriously embarrassing. I told the lady at the front desk, I told the nurse, and I told the person to care of me. And everyone was like, why? Why are you so embarrassed? You have to get this taken care of. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. So right off, the staff there did their best, and it actually worked, where they did their best to put me at ease. And by the way, quick side note, it must be nice to look at a video that I'm doing and it's not shaking for a change. But they did their absolute best to put me at ease, and it's like, I figured it was an infection, basically going off the symptoms, the heat, the swelling. And a few other symptoms. I figure, all right, you straight shot of antibiotics, I'll be good in a few days. And I believe it was the doctor's assistant or the doctor, I'm not exactly sure which one, I don't remember her name, unfortunately, so I would love to give her a lot of credit. But, it's just one of those where she obviously put gloves on, and, I'm sitting there like, oh God, this is like, anywhere but doing this right now, honestly. I'm like, but anyway, So as soon as she put her hands on my feet through the gloves, she could feel the heat coming off. She's like, and she told me that right away. And the other thing I was worried about was, okay, just having a lot of jobs, doing this in my life and other things. I didn't want to waste anyone's time. Because I know they have more important people, more important patients to take care of, and higher priorities. So, immediately, bam, she could feel the heat. She saw how swollen they were, the dry, cracked skin, and I had a normal conversation. I was trying to have a normal conversation with her, take my mind off things, which actually worked. And she told me, she's like, yeah, she said, this is definitely infection, and she talked to me through everything. She said, when she was looking information up on the computer, I'm trying to figure out what the best price for the antibiotics and what antibiotics to give you right now. It was just very. They did, like, over on 17th Street, 17th and Hamilton. They did their best to get right to the point. She's obviously asked the questions. Do you smoke? I told her, I said, smoke cigarettes, no drugs, no marijuana, no, not heavy consumption of alcohol, no nothing. And it was just like, and I actually thanked her. I said, in the past, before the past 2 years of going to local hospitals, every time I mention I smoke, I get a 15-minute to a half-hour lecture. You shouldn't smoke. No kidding, really. There are worse things I could be doing. But anyway, and I actually thanked her right before I left. I said, thank you for not giving me a lecture about smoking. Thank you for not, oh wow, well, I'm a bad person because I smoke. She's like, I don't judge people. She said, I'm not here to do that. I'm here, But immediately, I think I was in and out in like 20 minutes. It was like, after the nurse saw me, it was about maybe a 5-minute wait tops. But it was like in and out in 20 minutes. I had a prescription for antibiotics. And it was like, okay, bam, I'm good to go. And I was really hoping with my schedule last night, I had other things I had to do. It's like, all right, I need to get in and out of here hopefully in 30 minutes. Total time, and again, I got lucky, I'll be honest with you. Because there are times where I saw some of them where a wait time of, like the one in Whitehall, the average wait time was, at one point, was 20 minutes. So, but I cannot stress enough the level of care. It's like they figured out what was wrong right away. They didn't waste their time. They didn't waste mine. They knew, they did their best to put me at ease and not, so I didn't have to be embarrassed about being there for what I went there for. Everything was explained to me, as far, especially she kind of stressed where if the swelling goes up in your legs, if you have these other symptoms, you need to go to the emergency room right away. So they really took, okay, back to this. Everything was right to the point, and just the level of professionalism, friendliness, and true. I could tell that that everyone who saw me, including the lady at the front desk, it wasn't just their job. They truly wanted to help people and help people feel better, no matter what, and while in the process of doing their job. So there is a true level of care and concern there, and you have no idea how much I appreciated that. So, Muhlenberg Express Care, just like a St. Luke's, for someone who really does not like going to doctors, hospitals, or emergency rooms, off the charts overall. I cannot have enough gratitude or thanks to the staff there for the job that they do and the way that they took care of me and got me in and out. Michael Phoenix, like I said, founder and staff of the media. Sorry for being so long. Please go to Thanks to the Sponsors page, support those people and businesses, because without them, not happening. And to everybody out there, honestly, thank you so much for everything you do. The support, the retweets, everything. You're the reason why I keep doing it. Take care. We're officially in the spring, day 2. Rainy, but no complaints. As the weather warms up, take care and be safe. Enjoy it. Got one shot every morning.